Mark 2:22. No one puts new wine into old wineskins. Otherwise, the fermenting wine will expand and burst the skins, and the wine is lost, as well as the wineskins. But new wine must be put into new wineskins. Without doubt, this is a metaphor to represent a truth. Let's find out its truth. New wine. What is in light? What is it in light of our experience here? It's been called the living word. You can't take this living word and place it into old religious structures, which is represented by the old wineskins in this text. In light of those to whom Jesus had spoken this to, the Jewish religious individuals of his day, their religious system that they have formed could not contain the fresh new wine that Jesus was introducing. You hear of this new wine when he said in John 6:63, "Is the Spirit who gives life. The flesh, or self-willed religion, or the world's opinions and ideas, conveys no benefit, is of no account. The words I have spoken to you," now hear this part, "the words I have spoken to you, they are spirit and life, providing eternal life." Spirit and life. We want these words. Now look at Luke 5:39. "And no one, after drinking the old wine, your race, cultures, your creed, your denomination, your gender, and all that stuff that involves the flesh," which he meant here of the flesh. "No one, after drinking old wine, egocentric, hold one's present point of view, wishes for the new. For he says, the old is fine. I like my ways. I like my denomination. I like my race, my cultures, and my creed. Luke 5:38. But new wine must be put in the fresh wineskins. I've been given out what I might call, and will have claim, which I believe, is new wine. And this new wine is not well received. People like the old ways, hold their present point of view. Ego is involved. We command in Scripture that ego has to be crucified. Nevertheless, we get to live. If you hold your present point of view, you'll lose what it is that God wants to give. And you try to take this new wine and put it into an old religious structures. What's to say now? I'm backing up. Now back up. No one puts new wine to old wine, otherwise the fermenting wine will expand and burst the skins. Will expand. From one degree of glory to another degree of glory, from faith to faith, you start on this road and you try to take that which you're getting from the Holy Spirit through your human spirit, hearing from God your Father, and you try to share that in a religious, self-willed religious setting, who have already gone about establishing their idea of righteousness, God, Jesus, and the Bible, and see how well received you are. You go in there and you will burst that old structure, but they don't, and they won't like you, and they'll be patching it and getting rid of you with your new wine. You can't put new wine in old wineskins. I mean, there's a lot more to this. A lot that I've said in my videos expresses this. So let me pause here. If I have any more thoughts, I'll add it. If not, I'll end it on just that. John 4:24. God is spirit, the source of life, yet invisible to mankind, and those who worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Remember the woman at the well. She wanted to start the argumentation and argue with Jesus because she was half Jew, half Gentile. And of course, the Jews did not like the Samaritans because of that. So the Samaritans would worship in the mountains, and they would not go to the religious structured temple that had its day and purpose, yet was coming to an end. And she went to argue with Jesus, that old argument. I get that argument. Paul, you don't go to church. What church do you go to? Oh, you got to go to a church. Well, I'm saying God's looking for, I just put that video out some time ago. Assembly of the Called Out Assembly. No. You can't get the assembly that's called out to assemble. They're all into their particular denomination and egocentric held religious views and perspectives. So I mean, you can't get. You try to give new wine, and it doesn't. It can't go in there. And anybody that's stuck around with me long enough and gotten some of this new wine, they end up leaving those institutions. You know, God is spirit, and God's looking for those that are worshiping in the area of spirit and truth. I'll define that in that video. Assembly called out assembly. Spirit is more real than flesh, meaning more real than just a skin body or the views and perspective of a particular races, cultures, degrees, and gender. That's spirit. And that realm, that reality, truth, the true reality is more real than this temporal world. Yet we have the steadfast, long engaged upon the things seen, not realizing that they're only temporary. It was to be an area which we were to manifest the spirit which is real in a carnal world to a living soul, to a body and a living soul with intellect, emotion, and a free will to choose to do this. Yet our problem is we, by an act of our own self-will religion, opinions and ideas, cut off from God, being born this way, will follow our particular race, cultures, and creed. Every now and then you get those who step outside that, third or fourth generation, will probably step outside the framework of mother and dad's religion or mother and dad's social, economical, political stances, and will go different. You see that. But usually it's passed on from one generation to the next. And you ask them why. I like the story where a woman was watching, or her husband was watching his wife take a round ham and cutting off the ends and squaring off the ham and putting that ham in a square pan. So he objected. He said, "What are you doing? I like the butt ends of the ham. Why do you keep throwing that away?" And she said, "I don't know. Mom's always done that. She would take a round ham, cut off the butt ends, and then put it into a square pan." So he called up his mother-in-law and asked her, why did you do that? Taking that round ham, cut off the butt ends, and put it in a square pan. She said, "That was the only pan that I had." By tradition, we do some of the stupidest things without even realizing why. Why do you do what you do? It's by tradition. You see that Jesus is mentioning over and over again, following the traditions of your forefathers, following the traditions of your forefathers. And they have lost the meaning as to why they do what they did, and they get creeps in unaware and they think this is the way to go. Now, if you were raised a Baptist all your life, anything different than the Baptist ways of worshiping would seem, wrong. They're wrong. Of course, there were those who were raised on a Pentecostal denomination that would look at the Baptists being raised a Pentecostal life. The Baptists are wrong. Have I told you you're both wrong? God's looking for those that are worshiping His truth and spirit. Totally different. Because Jesus said to the woman at the well, God is, God's not interested in that. What He worshipped down there in the temple, what He worshipped in the mountain. If you're doing this in spirit and in truth, what you got is good. Your temple and your mountain place of worship. It's not the place. It's the frame of mind. But it was the mind of Christ. He was expressing that mind. That's why the Jews couldn't handle His truth. It was new wine, new opinion and ideas. So that's about. There's so much more to that. It comes out in my other videos. So God bless. I'll end it on that.